Alrighty, folks, something we do at One Rental at a Time is we bring on experts from across the lending, the real estate, and investing game. What I have today is Mr. Stephen Dow from Velocity Mortgage. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. And yourself?
I'm doing well, man. We're going to talk about something super sexy that you and I both thought would be coming. Before we do, though, please do the
Right.
marketing thing so we don't get in trouble.
Thank you. Although, again, I work very happily for Velocity Mortgage Capital. All the ideas and topics discussed on this channel are that of my own. So let's get it going.
So what we talked about probably over a year ago, as the mortgage industry was slowing down, we've seen real estate transactions, collapse 40%, is there's going to be a lot of folks who have first mortgages at ridiculously low interest rates.
Right.
And, many of them have now significant equity. And there's going to be an increasing desire by many to go extract that equity. Right. We also said that it's very unlikely that folks are going to do a quote unquote refinance, right? Which basically would get rid of the 3% and hello, here's a 6.5 or 7. What we said is, you know what? We think the second loan or second mortgage business is going to pick up. So this has gone from theory to actual. Last week or 2 weeks ago, you brought to us something. And now we have evidence because somebody in the One Rental at a Time family, at least one somebody's already gone through the full process. So tell us what happened.
Actually, two now because the second one signed yesterday. But this was on the basically no ratio seconds up to about a 70% CLTV. But this is at 8% interest only, fixed for 5 years with the 12-month prepay.
So 8%, that's really good. I've seen some seconds out there. Again, this part of my game is not only real estate but lending. Many double digits. So you have someone up to combined loan to value of 70%. And again, just so people know what that means, let's say your first is 50%. It's a $300,000 house. You have 150. You're going to lend another 20% at 8%. Is it interest only?
Correct. Interest only. Again, fixed for 5 years, which isn't bad. Because again, I think HELOCs are starting somewhere in the double digits, and those are adjustable as well. So there are some neat features with this product. Quick close. I found out they're only asking for a BPO or basically like a drive-by appraisal. So much easier of a process. And they closed in about 8 days, and that was only because the borrower was away from their phone because they're at Disneyland of all places, but nevertheless,
there you go.
Spending quality time with the family, so we didn't want to interrupt them. So it did slow down a little bit, but yeah, these people are starting to move pretty quickly, and things are going so well. Yes.
Yeah.
Now
that's not bad.
It's not at all. I mean, people have really gravitated towards that because of the ease of use, and at 8% fixed, interest only, it allows them some flexibility. Also, the fact that if things can potentially get better in the near future, in the next 6 to 12 months, they could potentially refinance out of this without being handcuffed to it because it's still only got a 12-month prepay. So only caveat is California only for now, but with the overwhelming positive response, they might be looking to expand. But for right now, it's only California.
Okay, so there's that one little caveat. Let me ask you a question. Now you can obviously say no to this. What if a One Rental at a Time fan in another state came to you with a decent sized second? Could we try to push that, or is it a pretty hard and fast rule, California only?
It's for right now, California only. Again,
I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, that was the initial. Right. No, it's always good to ask. And I actually said the same thing because, again, I had this overwhelming response, positive response as well. So they are definitely trying to put together the fund because there's only so much of the money initially they're trying to do for California. But then now with this, so many people, they're like, well, hey, let's try to maybe branch out and put something together because it looks like it's a needed product.
How about this? Because again, I want to encourage that behavior from this lender or this fund. What if I had people in the other 49 states reach out to you with, hey, I'd be interested in this, and then you just collect a running list? That way you could send the running list to them and just show them how much the demand is? Or would that be too much of a headache?
I mean, here's the thing. I would love the opportunity to, I guess, meet people in that sense. But it would just, I think for now, would be too much of a time consuming effort to get the payoff because there's really I promise you, that is a good, idea to be able to kind of present to them like, hey, this is a plug and play situation. We're ready whenever you are.
Yeah.
But I think they're still trying, in the beginning stages of compiling more capital because the initial, amount was like, okay, we're going to allocate it for this, but oh my God, okay. Well, if this is what's really, the need, let me see what I can scrounge together. So they're working that out, but it's definitely a positive situation.
All right. Well, I'm going to go against your wishes. I'm going to tell the One Rental at a Time audience right now, if you are in the other 49 states, send an email to SDAO,
Oh
that's
my gosh.
DAO, at velocitymortgage.com. Just tell me you're interested. That's all I want. Just, I'm interested
Oh,
in the 8% second. Don't blow them up with emails, no long emails. Just tell him you're interested in what state you're in. I want him to see how much demand is out there.
I mean, it's
Just to
it's
encourage
a
behavior.
oh my goodness, Mike. Well, okay. Well, again, I don't mind that. I'll say hi, but for now, California only. The need is apparent because when you're coming in at single digits and you can close
Yeah.
quickly with very little hoopla, I think people are understanding the ease of use is a much better trade-off because again, some of these banks now are
Oh, yeah.
tightening their belts, especially in second position, and it's on an adjustable, especially for a HELOC, things of that nature. So there's definite benefits to this product, and again, rates fixed for 5 years, so
Yeah, I mean,
gives you
there's
some
even some
stability.
banks giving firsts at near 8%. So an 8%
Right,
second interest only is
right,
pretty crazy to think about. So again, folks,
right.
I'm saying this, not Steven. SDAO at velocitymortgage.com. If you are in one of the other 49 states, just tell them you're interested. No promises, no commitments. I just want to know how big and long the list is. But if you're in California and
Uh-huh.
you need some second, this might be a decent option to at least explore. If you are in California, Stephen, how
Right.
do you want them to reach out?
SDAO at velocitymortgage.com. Subject line, just put the acronym ORAAT just to make sure you can make it past the firewall. Other than that, phone number, property address would be great. Mid FICO score because they're looking for higher quality borrowers.
Sure.
Outside of that, if you happen to know as far as what your current balance is on your first estimated value of your property now, and that's pretty much it. Roll loan amounts are ranging anywhere from 100,000 up to about 185 right about now. I think the comfort zone so far that I'm discovering is something below 200,000, just given depending upon the overall deal and how much they'll win the first. But other than that, it's for real. It's yeah, they're closing quickly. So it was a pleasant surprise because again, some people come to you with the product, and in some cases in the execution doesn't always happen. So
Yeah, there you go. Well, Stephen, this is a lot of fun. Again, 8% interest only is wild, up to
right,
70% CLTV.
right.
Currently California only, but you are going to get a long list of the other 49 states. So we'll see how much that is next
Well,
week.
I think in any case, at the very least, we would open up conversation for what I can potentially do for those people
Yeah,
as well. Even if we can't provide that type of second, I might have other alternatives
yeah.
with my
Worst
specific
case.
products that can go nationwide. Yeah, you never will know. So
Yeah.
it's at least worth conversation starter. So thanks for the heads up.
There you go, buddy. Thanks.